My name is Aigbe Omoregie. I am the founder of the Young CEO Initiative and also the MD of Intercontinental. It has become a thing of urgency and importance to quickly address the prevailing issue that we are all experiencing as far as our nation is concerned today. But before then, I want to draw your attention and the attention of the government to the issue of the NSAS crisis. If you recall, the NSAS movement or crisis started just like we are presently experiencing today. It started gradually and metamorphosed into a larger scale that we all eventually saw. How many lives and properties went down? Had the government addressed that issue in time, such incidents would have been averted, but they didn't. Today you can see that there's so much crisis going on in our country today. The fuel that we used to buy at 165 has suddenly jumped up to 500, 650 per liter. And who suffers this thing the most? The common man on the streets. That is not the only issue. We've been battling with that for some time. Then the Naira scarcity came in. Today, we are asked to return our money back to the bank. The only thing that we had going for us in this country is the availability of cash. The common man on the streets depend on that. The laborers on the sites depend on that. The woman selling tomatoes depend on that. The truck pusher depends on that. Because at the end of the day, they are sure of getting their 3,000 naira to take home. And on their way, they can buy tomato, they can buy okra, they can buy gari, and they have something to take home for their children. But today, reverse is the case. To get money in the bank has become a problem. Our banking hall and premises has been filled with people. People are angry, people are hungry. We want to call the attention of the government. We want to call on the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria to quickly address this issue to avert a pending danger. We don't want the issue of NSAS repeat itself. We don't want properties burnt down anymore. We don't want lives lost, not when we can easily step in to address issues like this. Also, you recall that a lot of businesses in recent time has folded up due to hardship, economic hardship. To mention but a few, you also recall the high exodus of our people leaving Nigeria to other countries. I want to beg the government. We don't have any other country we call our home. Nigeria is the only place we know. No matter how good you are, you can never be a first-class citizen in another man's home or country. Let us build Nigeria. Let us build this nation. If crises break out of this country today, there is no country in the world that can accommodate over 200 million people. The rich will suffer for it. The poor will suffer for it. I want to beg every state governor to, as a matter of urgency, step up to address these prevailing issues. I want to call on the Senate President, as a matter of urgency, to step up. Most especially, I want to call on the CBN governor. Your policy is good, excess money in circulation and vote buying, but the timing is wrong. The timing is completely wrong. People are suffering on the street. The poor man on the street does not understand policies. The market woman does not understand what it means to go cashless. If you're going to introduce anything, introduce it gradually. Because at the end of the day, it is only when you have a country, or when you have a country that is peaceful, that you'll be able to conduct election. There's a level of hunger that people will experience. They'll begin to break into other people's homes. As you can see in the past week, they've already started attacking banks. and filling stations. We don't know how long this is going to last. But please, before it gets out of hand, the government should do something about it. I want to call on all contestants as far as the presidential race is concerned. We have listened to your policies. We have listened to a lot of things, a lot of promises, which we are not new to. But none of you have been able to tell us if you are going to create a ministry for entrepreneurship or not. You will agree with me that SMEs cover a larger part of employment in this country. We contribute to the GDP in a very high level. You cannot ignore SMEs. So I call on all participants to, as a matter of urgency, begin to consider if and when any of you wins the election, on how you can create a ministry that will take care of SMEs, young entrepreneurs, so that their matters can be looked into. If we must recover from these economic woes that we are presently facing, then you must concentrate on building your SMEs. You must have a ministry for that, and a minister who is not a stranger or a novice to this body to take charge of this ministry and begin to work towards improving, encouraging, and strengthening the SMEs system in Nigeria. Again, I want to thank you, gentlemen of the press, and I say that God bless Nigeria and God bless you all.